Morning, my dear students. Today we are going to discuss about the new lesson, that is getting to know plants. We have to know about the plants. You might have observed in the environment that some plants are very small and some plants are very big, and some of the plants they are patches on the wall or soil. Some plants they are having the green leaves, and some other plants they are having the reddish color leaves. Okay, and also we might have observed that there are different varieties of flowers we might have observed. What it will be indicating that? Here the plants can be classified into various forms. Now in this lesson we are going to discuss about what are the classification of the plants based on few characteristics. Now let us look at the different parts of plant. It can be helpful to identify or to differentiate the different types of plants around us. Now let us learn about the classification of the plants based on certain characters. Okay, in that plants we might have observed that there are variety of plants it will be available in the environment. We might have observed that there are variety of plants it will present in our environment. Okay, here the plants can be classified based on the character as herbs, shrubs and trees. Now let us discuss what are the characteristics of each type of a plant. First one, these plants they are green and tender stems. They are having a tender stems. Tender stems is nothing but they are having a soft stems, or these are the non-woody stems you can call it. Okay, here herbs they are having a soft stem. With that they are in green color. These plants are green in color. Okay, next one, we can easily bend its stem. As I said before, the stem of the herbs they are very soft, so that we can easily bend the stem of herbs. Okay, next one, usually short in height. Usually these herbs they are very short in height. Okay, next one, have few branches. These herbs they are having only few branches. Then what are the examples for herbs? Now let us discuss. That is tomato plant, tulsi, mint plant, grass, spinach. Spinach is nothing but that is palak. Okay. Next rice plant, wheat plant. With that is ginger, carrot, coriander. So these are the few examples for the herbs. Okay. Look at this picture. Herbs are green in color, having the soft stem, so that we can easily bend its stem, and usually they are in short height. The size of the herbs they are very small. Okay, and we can see only few branches in the herbs. Okay, you might have looked at in this picture, that is coriander plant, tulsi, tomato plant, spinach. So these plants they are having a soft stem. We can easily bend its stem, and they are very short in size. So these are the few examples for herbs. Next we have classified the plants as herbs. Depending upon these characters, we are considering these plants are the herbs. Now let us discuss about the next classification of the plants. Now let us discuss the first character, that is shrubs. They are taller than herbs but shorter than trees. These shrubs they are taller than herbs and they are shorter than that of the tree. Okay. Next one, stem branching out near the base or close to the ground. Here we can observe the branching of stem at the base or close to the ground. Nothing but we can see in shrubs the branches they will be formed at the base of the plant or that is close to the ground. So these shrubs which are close to the ground, at that part we can observe the branching of stem. Okay. Next one, stem is hard but not very thick. The stem it is hard but it is not very thick as compared to the herbs. Okay. Next one, what are the examples for shrubs? These are China rose. China rose is nothing but hibiscus flower. Okay. Next, guanda, lemon, etc. These are the few examples for the shrubs. Look at the picture. Shrubs are taller than herbs but shorter than that of a tree. Okay. The stem of the herbs, it is hard but not thick. Okay. We might have observed the branches of a stem at the base or which is close to the ground. These are the few characteristics of the shrubs. Yes, now let us discuss the next type of the plant and their characteristics. That is, next type is trees. You might have observed that trees are very tall and the stem of the trees, it is very hard and a thick brown color. Okay, that is, the trunk is very hard and very thick in nature. Okay, next one, the stem have branches in the upper part much above the ground. You might have observed that the branches of a tree, they are present in the upper part of a plant. Okay, that is above the ground. Then what are the example of trees? That is mango tree, apple tree, neem tree, jamun tree, coconut tree. These are the few examples regarding the trees. Okay, look at this picture. Trees are very tall and they are having a hard and a thick stem. The branches we can observe at the upper part of a stem and these are above the ground. Depending upon these characteristics, we have classified the plants as trees. Here there is a picture of garden which has different kinds of plants. Now we have to classify them as herbs, shrubs and trees. Look at this picture. Garden having a grass. Here grass it is an herb because they are having a soft stem and the height of the grass is very small. So grass we can consider as herbs. Next, look at these plants. These plants, they are taller than herbs but smaller than trees. And the stem of these plants is hard but not thick. We can see the branches of a stem at the base or which is near to the ground. So these all plants we can consider as shrubs. Now let us look at the next type of plant. So these plants we are considering as trees because they are very tall and having the hard and thick stem. We can see the branching at the upper part of the stem. So these we can consider as trees. Yes, my dear children, we have classified the plants present in the garden as herbs, shrubs and trees. Look at this table. We have classified the plants depending upon their few characters. What are the characters we have discussed here? Those are height, stem and where we can see the branches. In that first one, herbs. Herbs, the height of the herbs are very small and the stem is very soft and they are green in color. No branches we can see or we can see only few branches in the herbs. Okay. Next one, that is shrubs. The height of the shrubs, they are taller than that of herb and shorter than that of trees. And the stem of shrubs are hard but not very thick. And we can see the branches near the base. Next one, that is trees. Trees are very tall and they are having a hard and thick brown stem. And we can see the branches at the upper part of a plant. That is above the ground we can see the branches. Okay. Here we have classified the plants depending upon these characteristics. And also we have observed some of the plants, they are having weak stem. Some of the plants, they will be lying on the ground. And some of the plants with the support, they will be grow. Then what those plants we are calling? Now let us discuss the next type of the plants and what are the characteristics. Now let us discuss some of the plants which are having a weak stem and they cannot be stand upright. So then what we are calling these type of plants? So we are calling as the creepers and the climbers. Then what do you mean by the creepers? Creepers is nothing but these are the plants which spread or creeps on the ground. Okay, these are the plants which are having a weak stem they cannot be stand upright. They can be spread on the ground or they can be creeps on the ground. So these type of plants we are calling as the creepers. What are the examples? You might have seen that is watermelon, muskmelon, pumpkin, sweet potato. They will be spread on the ground. Okay, the stem of these plants it is very weak and they cannot be stand upright. So these type of plants we are considering that is creepers. Creepers is nothing but spreads on the ground. Look at this picture. We might have seen the watermelon, muskmelon, pumpkin. So they will be spread on the ground or they creeps on the ground. Why means they are having a weak stem and they cannot be stand upright. So these type of plants we are calling as the creepers. Yes, now let us discuss the other type of plant. Yes, now let us discuss the next type of plant, that is climbers. Here these climbers that take support of neighboring structure, that is wall, fence, trees, and it will climb up. Okay, here climbers is nothing but these are the plants which take the support of other structure. Like that they will take the support of wall or they will be take the support of fence or trees. By taking that support or by taking the structure of that support, they will be climbs up. So these type of plants we are calling as the climbers. For example, you might have seen that money plant, okay, tea plant, bitter gourd and bottle gourds. So these are the few examples for the climbers. Look at this picture. Money plant it will take support of the other tree and it will climb up. So that it is one of the climber. Next one, that is bitter gourd. Here bitter gourd also it will fence. It will take the support of other structure. So these type of plants we are calling as the climbers. Okay, my dear children, up to here we have classified the plants depending upon their few characteristics. That is, we have classified as herbs, shrubs and trees. Later we have discussed other type of plants as creepers and climbers. Creepers are the plants which spread on the ground and climbers are the plants which take the support of other plant. Later they will be climbs. So these are the few types of plants based on the characteristics. Let's discuss about what are the parts of the plant. We might have observed the plants. Plants, it is having the roots, stem, leaves, flowers, fruit. These are the few parts of a plant. Now here we have classified the parts of a plant as root system and shoot system. Root system, we are discussing only about the root. Then what is the shoot system? It will be consist of. Here the shoot system, we are discussing about the stem, leaves and flowers. Okay, look at this picture. The parts of a plant, it can be classified as root system having roots, shoot system having leaves, stem, flower. Yes, my dear children, now let us discuss about the shoot system. In that we will discuss only about the stem. See, what is the structure of stem and what are the functions of stem. Now today we are going to discuss about this structure of stem and its functions. Stem holds the plant erect or upright. You might have observed, that is, stem it will be helpful for the plant to hold upright or to hold erect. Erect is nothing but straight. You might have observed that all the plants they are straight. See why they are straight? Because of the stem. Stem holds the plant to stand upright or erect. Okay. Next one, stem bears leaves, flower and the fruits. Okay. You might have seen that. That is, stem it will bears the fruits, leaves and the flowers. Okay. Next one, stem carries water and minerals from the soil to different parts of the plant through a specialized structures. These structures we are calling as the xylem. Stem it will absorb the water and minerals from the soil. Later, the absorbed water and minerals it will be passes through the other parts of the plant. These tubes we are calling as the xylem. Okay. In the plants, the water and minerals can be supplied to the different parts of the plant by a special tube, that is by the xylem it will be supplied. Next one, stem also carries food prepared in leaves to the different parts of the plant by the phloem. Okay, here phloem, it is one of the specialized tube which carries the food prepared in the leaves to the all parts of the plant. Look at this picture. As we know, roots they will absorb water and minerals. Later, through the stem, it will be supplied to the all the parts of the plant. Here, stem it is having a specialized tube we are calling as the xylem. Means through the xylem, the absorbed water and mineral it will be supplied to different parts of the plant by a tube, that is by xylem it will be supplied. Look at this picture. The food prepared in the leaves it will be supplied to different parts of the plant by the phloem. Phloem it will supply the food prepared in the leaves. Okay, yes, my dear children, in this picture we have noticed that what are the function of the stem. Here, water and mineral it will be supplied by the xylem. Food it will be supplied by the phloem. These are the few characteristics of stem. Yes, now let us conduct an experiment. It will show that stem it will carry the water and minerals from the soil to the other parts of the plant. Now let us do the activity. Yes, my dear children, now we will conduct an activity that shows the stem conduct water and minerals. So here I had taken a beaker. In that beaker I had filled few amount of water. Later for this beaker I will add 2 to 3 drops of red color ink. Cut the base of the stem of a herb plant. Here I had cut the base of a herb plant. Now I will keep in this beaker. Observe this plant in the next day. What it will be happens. Yes, after 1 day you have to cut the stem. Later you have to observe the stem part. What it will be happens. You can notice that the stem color it will be changes into red. What it will be indicates. Here the absorbed water and minerals from the roots it will be transferred to the other part of the plant through the stem. Here the changes of color of the stem it will indicates that stem conducts water and minerals absorbed by the roots. Look at this picture. This is the white rose stem. So when white rose stem, when I kept in a blue color solution, here the color of the flower and the color of the stem it will be changes into blue color. What it will be indicates? It indicates that stem conducts water and minerals absorbed by the roots. From this activity we have observed that stem it will carry the water and minerals absorbed by the roots to the other parts of the plant. Yes, my dear children, by learning all these points, we will wind up our class. So before going to wind up our class, we will recall what we have learnt in this class. Okay? In this class, we have learnt regarding the what are the classification of the plants based on their characteristics. Here, we have classified the plants as herbs, shrubs, and trees, depending upon their few characteristics. Okay. Later we have discussed about the plants which are having a weak stem and they are unable to stand upright. Those we have classified as the creepers and the climbers. Okay. Later we have discussed about the what are the parts of the plant. Later we have discussed about the parts of the plant. Here the parts of the plant it can be classified into root system and the shoot system. In that we have discussed today that is only about the shoot system. In that we have discussed the structure and the function of the stem. By doing one of the activity we understood that absorbed by the roots from the soil to the other part of a plant. Thank you.